Everybody, this is Candace. Adewale of the Living Lifestyle. And so I decided to do something a little different. I decided to record myself and show my face. So, how is everybody doing? I hope all of you all are doing very, very well. Um, I'm still in Turkey, and I probably will be until May. We'll see what happens. The quarantine is until April 30th, and we'll see what happens when we get closer to the end of the month. Anyways, we're like it's April 11th, and we'll just see. So, anyways, they had a 48-hour mandatory, what do you call it? I hate when my mind just goes completely blank. 48-hour mandatory lockdown of the entire country. So, not even the grocery stores are open, and the essential workers like medical care, police officers, etc., they are working, but everyone else is at home. So it is eerily quiet on the streets. It's like really weird to me. But luckily I went to the grocery store yesterday. I just followed my first mind to go to the grocery store and get myself some water and some snacks, because I would have been messed up if I didn't, because obviously this was on Turkish news in Turkish. I don't speak much Turkish. I am learning though. And so, yeah. So I'm glad that I did that. But I'm still, like I said, enjoying my time here as much as I possibly can. This is my small 1-bedroom apartment that I am in. I rented a short-term apartment because I needed access to a kitchen so I could cook, because I have this sarcoidosis thing that I'm really hoping will just disappear, as it sometimes does. And my health was being greatly affected by ordering out food. And so I had to be able to cook my own food so that I actually know what's being put in the food, because I have food triggers that really makes the sarcoidosis worse. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. I hope that all of you all are well and that you all are taking things in stride. I am more of an introvert. Like, I'm a social introvert. So I do enjoy spending time alone, and a great deal of my day is spent indoors. So this is really not affecting me emotionally. But I know that I can't take for granted that there are some of you all who may be greatly affected by this in a negative way emotionally. And so I'm just really reaching out to you all, just, virtual hugs for sure. And, make sure that if you can get your hands on some of the supplements that I have mentioned before for mental health, please do that this time. This is like the perfect time to start some of the mental health supplements. And I do have my tea, so forgive me. I have this is mint tea, but I also brewed myself some lavender and hibiscus tea. One thing I love about Turkey is Turkey has like a lot of great herbs and teas and things like that in abundance. And as I mentioned in a previous video, this is a culture that drinks a lot of tea on a regular basis. So anyways, enough about that. Hope everybody's well. Let's get right into our topic, which is the 6 light and dark feminine attributes you are going to need in order to survive this quarantine. Number 1, you're going to need to build alliances. And the reason why I say you're going to need to build alliances is because, quite honestly, we don't know what the future holds for us. And relationship building skills, which is a feminine, it comes from our feminine energy, is going to be very important. You may need alliances to make sure that your job is still secured, to make sure that maybe even your husband looks good and has his position and status is maintained, that you make the right connections with the right families, the right people, whatever it may be. But this is the time to really develop that particular skill and really see who needs to be in your circle. We are in the real life Hunger Games. And I say that because I just heard recently that there are people that are starting to steal food in Italy. Like the situation is getting quite critical there because they're going into, I think, week 9 of being locked down. And so it's quite critical, the situation there. And so alliances can be people that you can barter with, people that um, can help you get medical supplies, whatever it may be. But you're going to need to build those if you haven't already. Number 2, flow. It's very important at this time for us to just let go of control. We don't have control over this. We don't have control over anything but ourselves and how we're handling this. So just being able to go with the flow is important. And I know something like some people are convinced that this is a conspiracy. And although I am a conspiracy theorist to a certain extent, like I'm not extreme, but to a certain extent, I do believe some of the conspiracy theories. I have to say that, you still, no matter what, it's out of our control. No matter what you believe, it's not in our control. And so we're going to have to learn how to flow, roll with the punches. This even goes with being at home, for some people, which I, can't really imagine, they're having to spend a great deal of time with family members who are getting on their nerves. And, flow is really important in situations like that because it's going to allow you to just release the need to control everything and just let the situation be. It will help you to diffuse situations quicker when you learn how to flow. And it will just help you to be in a Zen state when you let go and flow. Number 3, receptiveness. Be open to receive. Wow. Let me tell you, I love these Turkish men. Like, I really love these Turkish men. Their masculinity is so on fleek. But the one thing that I really love is the fact of how many of the guys that I've met since I've been here have been stepping up to just say, Candace, what do you need? Do you need anything? Are you hungry? Are you safe? Are you this? And it just put me in a state of openness and receiving all of that masculine energy. And I also had a friend from the States. He called me. He actually brought me to tears because his masculine presence was just so strong. And he just held that space for me that it was so beautiful. And I just really was glad that my heart was able to receive what he was giving me. And so I want you all to be, excuse me, I'm taking a sip of my tea, be open to receiving help right now. I know sometimes that's hard for some of us, but, let your guard down. If someone's offering you help to you right now, receive it without feeling the need to reciprocate. Receptiveness, including maybe feedback about yourself right now, being in close quarters with others, sometimes we'll put you in situations where you're having conversations and, things will come up, and be receptive to whatever is happening so that you can create powerful shifts for yourself during this time. And be open to receive the goodness, the relaxation, or whatever it is that's coming your way. Be open to that. Number 4, creativity. Creativity. This is a perfect time for women to get creative. This is a perfect time for you to really dive deep within yourself, within your womb space, to create some beautiful things. I don't care if that's creating another stream of income right now. I don't care if that is learning how to do your own hair, which I actually did. I actually did my own crochet braids, which these are like singles in the front, and then I did crochet braids in the back. But whether it's learning how to do a new hairstyle or cook a new recipe or create a totally different way to homeschool your kids, or creating a new schedule that's better for your family, I don't care. Now is the time to be creative, to learn how to alchemize your any pain that you might be feeling, any fears that you might be feeling, any hurts that you may be feeling, alchemizing all of those things into something beautiful. Because one thing that I have learned in my studies this week, especially on dark feminine energy, is how the darkness creates the light. The darkness comes first, and then there's the light. And darkness has sometimes a negative connotation. And so when I say that, I'm not coming from a negative space, a negative place inside of me, but just just understanding about the dark feminine and how creation actually works. When you even think about our womb spaces, which is that like that representation and that storehouse of the feminine energy needed to create. The womb space is dark, and the things that our wombs birth are light. So understanding this is going to be key for you to get through this. What was this? Number 5, gentleness. Being gentle with ourselves, being soft, not beating ourselves up if we don't keep our same schedule or routine that we did. If everything is a perfect 24/7 while you're in our homes, just even if you slip up and yell at the kids or slip up and yell at your husband or something like that, just making sure that you're gentle with yourself through this process. Number 6, empathy. Being empathetic is going to be really important as well. This is going to help us to be able to connect with each other a lot better when we are understanding of each other's circumstances during this time. The world needs a lot more of empathetic people. I think that helps the world go around a lot better when you have people that allow themselves to deeply feel and understand what someone else is going through. Number 7, self-preservation. It's okay to put yourself first. It took me a long time to really understand that it not only put yourself first, but put your interests first, put your family first. Basically, put your face mask on first. And that's what self-preservation is all about. It's about understanding the situation and what needs to happen. And if other people are scrambling around you, if other people seem like they can't get it together, or other people are trying to make choices that are not in alignment with your best interest, with your values, with your goals, with your purpose, with whatever's going on, self-preservation, remember this. It's okay to do whatever you want to do. And I was talking about something in one of my private circles about radical, what do we call it, extreme compassion. And I think this kind of goes along the lines of what I want to say as far as self-preservation is concerned. So extreme compassion. Sometimes it's self-preservation or showing extreme compassion towards yourself to cut people off if you need to cut people off, to let friendships or relationships die off, to maybe start a new job, to whatever it may be. All I'm saying is have extreme enough compassion on yourself in order for you to preserve yourself. And lastly, but definitely not least, is sensuality and sexuality. You're going to need it. And I'm really talking about the power and the energy, not necessarily the physical act. Although I do recommend that if you're able to, you're with your fiance, you're with your husband, your significant other, that you do use this time to have lots of sex and really enjoy that bonding time with one another. I was kind of laughing because my upstairs neighbors, they've been getting it in. They actually fell off, this week, but they were back at it yesterday and early, like at 2 o'clock this morning, they was at it. I'm like, oh my goodness. So there are definitely couples getting in their corona sex time for sure. But that's not really what I'm referring to. What I am referring to is the energy. Don't forget during this time your sensuality. That includes the way you make your house feel, the way you make yourself feel, the way you're caring for yourself. Also tapping into your sexuality. If you're not actually having sex, then you're also practicing sacred masturbation. And the reason why is because there is a correlation between money power and sexual power. They're on the same vibration. And so I know a lot of people right now are in a financial crunch. But I really truly believe that if you can keep your sensuality and your sexuality high, that energy high, and you can hone in on that energy, that can help put you in an energetic vibration where you are attracting more money, where you are attracting more opportunities, and where you are really in an optimal place for attracting the certain things that you want to attract. So that's one reason why you want to keep your sensuality and sexuality high, and so that you can stay on the frequency, the energetic frequency of money. Also, that you can stay feeling just really juicy and feminine and flowy and fun. And so many women just let their sensuality go. I mean, especially in times like this where it feels very stressful. And, I don't know what some of you all are going through. Like I said, there are a lot of stress factors in the air here, but that's one reason why I'm giving this tip, so that maybe that can help give you the juice that you need and some of the tools that you already have within yourself to create a different shift within yourself, and that's a different shift in your environment. So stay sensual. Still make sure to wash up, make sure and bathe yourself and take care of yourself and pamper yourself. Tomorrow's Self-Care Sunday. And so, I think I may publish this video because this is a recording, but I think that I may go ahead and publish it tonight. So tomorrow is Self-Care Sunday. Make sure to do something loving towards yourself and use some of these tips to help you to show up for yourself tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So anyways, I'm going to get going. It's late. I want to finish working on some of the projects that I'm working on because I'm really excited, because my creative energy has just been really, really high. And I'm coming up with all kinds of really cool ways to make money during this time, as well as maximizing my moments and the dating situations and everything. So I'm just going to have a lovely, lovely evening. So I want you ladies to have a lovely evening too. Again, make sure to like this video, subscribe, comment below about the video, and of course, follow me on Instagram where you can see more of my journey here in Istanbul, Turkey. I look forward to chatting with all of you all and see you in the next video. Ciao.